Hi, my name is Dylan Hong and this is Dylan Hong Tech. Today we're going to be looking at iPhone cases. I don't know if you saw, but my last iPhone case or accessories video blew up. It got like 60,000 views, which is awesome. And so ever since then, I've been getting emails and emails from companies saying, we want you to show off our case. And so basically I said to all of them, sure, I'll do it. I'll make one big compilation video of all the iPhone cases that I've received since that video. And it's a lot. I'm going to talk about each iPhone case as quickly as possible, so I'll give you a brief overview and then my final thoughts on it within like 20-25 seconds. If you are gifting or getting an iPhone 10 this holiday season, a case is a necessity, so I'm going to link everything I talk about in the description down below. Alright, so here is the iPhone in all of its caseless glory. And I've actually been using this Maxboost Protect case lately. This is the one I talked about in my original video. I chose this over the Spatchen case because of how thin it is, and it just keeps the form factor of the iPhone really well. I'm a fan of it. It's moderately protective for like scratches and things like that, but it won't be high impact protection. And yeah, I would recommend this case if you're looking for something really thin and light. Alright, so the next cases I have are from a company called Ringke. They sent out two of their sort of soft cases. I like the feel of this one, but I'm really not a huge fan of the design on the back. It sort of feels tacky and cheap, but the actual quality of the plastic is fine. It's pretty good for impact, I would say. So if you're looking for a sort of soft silicone case that has moderate impact protection, that's alright. Not a huge fan of the design though, but that's really up to you. So here is another case from them. It's got this much nicer black sleek design, little fake carbon fiber trim. And by the way, unless I point out that cutouts are bad on a case, assume that they're all pretty good. So I actually really like the look of this, and it wraps pretty well, and it doesn't add too much heft, and I would actually say this is probably pretty good for minor impact protection. So if you like this design, this is the case to go with from Ringke. Alright, next up we have this company Poetic. They sent over 4 cases, and they've got a bunch of different varying names and stuff like that. This is a local company in San Francisco, but they're all pretty heavy duty cases. So I actually already have a glass screen protector, and I'm not a fan of plastic in use for screen protectors. This case has a built-in plastic screen protector. That's how the case works. I mean, it's extremely protective. So if you're looking for something like a life-proof replacement, you can definitely go with a case like this. On the day-to-day, I probably wouldn't keep it, like, just because of how bulky this is. This is a case that I'm going to keep around in case I go on like hiking trips or just like really rigorous activities sort of stuff, and I really don't want to put my phone in danger. This is the sort of case that I would use. It also has this flap on the bottom to protect from like dust and stuff from going into your lightning port, so that's pretty cool. So this is less heavy duty, but it's still pretty thick. It's still like really protective feeling. It's a really thick plastic. Oh, so once again, this is, I would definitely trust for impact protection, but it does add a substantial amount of width. If you're looking for a good, medium-sized, very protective case, and you're willing to have your own glass screen protector or just screen protector in general, this could be a pretty good case too. Next up we have this. Oh, it's another pretty heavy-duty one. This one seems to be a little thinner than the first one. So once again, this is extremely heavy duty. This isn't the sort of case that I would be using on a daily basis, but once again, if I were to go on a pretty big trip, I would trust this for pretty much most damage that I would do to this thing. Alright, last case from Poetic is a little different of a case. This is a really well-made, thin, light case, which is awesome because you're going to be carrying card or cards, and there's this little pull tab. So if you're like a college student or just, you know, use the transit system a lot. Let's see, back here. Yeah. So when you put a card in, it brings this down, which is really cool and slick, and it really does not add very much of this at all. Of course, it's not going to be as protective for drops, but it is well built in terms of the plastic. If you've got a glass screen protector, this will actually touch the ground, but this lip does go up just a little bit off of the front of the screen, so if you've got maybe a plastic screen protector or no screen protector, putting it face down will be protected from this. And yeah, this is really cool. So this next company, Olixar, actually sent me over a box of their smartphone accessories, and so I'm just gonna check this out. Alright, look at this stack of iPhone cases. Well, let's go through them. Premium iPhone case from Olixar. It's kind of a cool design. I like the back trim, but the plastic isn't the nicest quality. And it's got a little bit of a rattle because of these metal volume buttons. Wow, this volume button's also smaller than the actual iPhone one. This case I'm not a huge fan of. Wouldn't recommend. Next case is this. Ooh, yes. This is pretty good. The cutouts are definitely solid. They're these little angled pieces. They've got a little bit of a chamfer on the edge, which should help for impact protection. It's a pretty light and thin case that seems quite protective, so that's pretty good. For this next case, wow, this feels really solid. I like this case a lot, actually. I'm not a huge fan of the color, but if you go into the website and you can get this case in a different color, this feels really protective. It's thin, moderately light, keeps the form factor of the phone really well. Cutouts and everything work well. Yeah, I like this style of case a lot. It's a little harder than your typical silicone styled case, and it seems a little more protective, but it's got a nice feel. It's a little rubbered texture. I like this one a lot. Alright, moving on. We got a more standard seeming iPhone X case. Really simple, soft plastic, very similar to that Ringke case that I showed off in the beginning. Nothing particularly notable about this one. It's got a pretty cool design actually, but yeah, slightly protective, pretty thin and light, looks good. So this case is actually pretty cool because it has this utility base in here. If you've ever found yourself, I don't know, camping or just out and about and you really needed some sort of multi-tool, this could just be a really cool way of always having one on you. So you've got like a bottle opener, saw, hex keys or Allen keys, calculate angles and stuff like that. So this actually does have some utility that you could use that you would just always have on you, and I think it's sort of a niche design for people who would actually want this sort of thing. But if you do, this is a pretty well executed design. It does add a little bit of shake and heft to the phone, but once again, if this is the sort of thing you're looking for, it's done pretty well. Alright, next up from Olixar is their leather case. Does not actually have a fantastic fit in my opinion. Yeah, if you look here, it doesn't fully wrap around for me. And I'm sure it would get looser over time, but that's time that I feel like this portion of my phone wouldn't be fully protected. So when you lay it down flat, maybe the top, the lip, completely covers, but the bottom is full contact from glass. This leather looks okay. It's apparently real leather, but yeah, I'm not really feeling this case too much. Lastly, we've got this sort of plastic case. Let's see. So this is a really thin case, and it goes all the way around. It covers Face ID stuff. This is interesting. So it's a full wraparound case, so you get front face protection too as well, and it's really thin and light. The feel of it is pretty good. It's a nice soft rubber sort of feel, but it is hard plastic with that just sort of matte on the outside. I'm not sure how much I like this sort of bubble thing up top over the notch, but this is kind of cool. It's really sleek, unassuming, and if this is the style of case you're looking for, once again, this is executed pretty well. Alright, wow, look at these. It's time to move on to the next batch. So Olixar actually sent over some other accessories, which I just want to quickly mention. This is a stand, I believe. Nothing extraordinary, nothing terrible. It's pretty solid and well built, so it's pretty cool. Folds nicely too. So these are magnetic multi-purpose smartphone holders. I guess you can just put a magnetic back on the phone, or I think some of these cases have it built in. Tempered glass screen protector, not going to put that on right now. Utility piece, if you, I guess, lose it or want another for your phone. Actually, oh, this comes with a thing that you can like stick on the back of your phone too, so that's kind of cool. And then camera lenses. I tried these out. Actually, they look good, but don't completely encapsulate the lens, so you do get a bit of a black background, especially for the wide angle and fisheye, especially for the wide angle and fisheye. So just keep that in mind. All right, we're almost there. So we've got Rokform, who sent over 2 of their iPhone cases. These I think are for, what is this? This is pretty cool. These cases are the packaging for the cases is pretty cool. Oh, I also did want to point out for the credit card case, make sure you're not someone who's using wireless charging a lot. So wireless charging can affect credit cards because of their magnetic strip. So keep that in mind. Wow, this is really also heavy duty as well. This is a thick case. And I guess you've got this. So for if you got like an air conditioning vent in your car, you stick this in there and then boom. And that holds it pretty well. Actually, this magnet's really strong. So yeah, also this case is just really protective overall anyway. And then you've got a similar case, which is I think more or less the same thing, just different shell design. Another just solid, well-built case. So this sort of thing does add, I guess, artifacts on the back that your hand will be in contact with. So if that sort of thing bothers you, be careful about that. But the utility with this is pretty cool, and I do think they sell bike mounts for this. I think that was on their website. Not completely sure, but if you're the type of person who benefits from this sort of really active lifestyle case, this is pretty cool. This is well designed, well built. I probably like this one a little more than this. This one's extremely heavy duty, and this one's a little lower profile, but with the same utility, so that's pretty cool. So up next we have this battery case for the iPhone X. I personally have been having pretty good battery life. Definitely getting me through the day without worrying about it, and I also do leave it on the quick charger, so that could explain it. This looks pretty standard. I think this would be a good travel case. I'm not going to recommend that this is something you keep on your phone at all times, because the iPhone X is actually, I don't know if you've ever held one, substantially heavier than the predecessors. Because man, yeah, this is heavy now. Also, this front lip protection just completely missing. So the battery charging part, let's see, works. My phone is charging. And I believe this says it is a 3600 milliamp hour. So that's actually substantially more than the phone itself. So theoretically, you're getting double the charge, if not more, from this battery case. So yeah, this is definitely you're going on a big trip. Maybe you don't have your outlet or access to any chargers or stuff like that. That's the sort of reason you would have this case for. It works. Not the most protective, but could be good as a backup. Alright, so we do have one more case, and this is from a company called Toast. They're not actually cases in the traditional sense. They're more like thick skins. And the reason for that is because they're made out of actual wood. Well, let's give this a go. And this is what the back looks like. This is actually pretty cool. Wow. I've definitely never had a phone case that felt like this. My hands are a little sticky though. So the installation process is a process. As cool as this is, it would be really interesting if there were a more simple design. Maybe an apparatus that it comes with that folds it around the phone in all the right ways for you. I'm sure that would increase the price, but it's actually pretty cool. So these are made to order, right? This is laser cut with Dylan Hong Tech on it, which is really cool. All right, and here we go. My phone is fully toasted and metalled out. Wow, that's pretty cool. I mean, just as far as customizing a phone goes, that's pretty cool. I will say the installation process is not the most intuitive or simple thing, and I would like it if they had some sort of screen protector that came along with it, like a nice glass screen protector that was also cut. specifically to fit within the rim of this sort of front-facing panel. If you gave those two things, if you simplified the installation process, made it a little less gluey and sticky, and also gave me a screen protector that really just precisely covered that, you'd have a really nice looking, well wrapped, well laser cut phone skin that's real wood, and that's really cool. So you can pick these up now. I recommend you go check out the shop, see if there's anything that looks good to you. And I actually think I'm going to keep my phone in this for a bit. Wow, so that was a lot of iPhone cases, and if you want to pick up anything, once again, everything is listed in the description down below. Thank you so much for all of the companies for sending them out to me. Don't know what I'm going to do with these cases now. And thank you so much for watching. This channel's been doing quite well lately. It's been an exciting time, and just, yeah, thank you very much. My name is Dylan Hong, this has been Dylan Hong Tech. Like and subscribe for some more tech goodness, and thanks for watching. Also, that new intro, you see that? It's alright, I made it myself, whatever.